Post Malone's new single, Rockstar, is an ode to the carefree recklessness that the rock musicians of the 60s, 70s, and 80s embodied.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Malone's first verse is full of references to rock lore.
Switch my whip, came back in black, I'm starting saying rest in peace to Bon Scott.
Bon Scott was the legendary lead singer of AC/DC, arguably one of the most influential rock bands ever. He passed away due to alcohol poisoning in 1980.
Close that door, we blowing smoke, she asked me light a fire like a Marsan.
Light My Fire was one of the Doors' biggest hits. Their lead singer Jim Morrison also served as inspiration for Malone's next bar.
Act a fool on stage, probably leave my fucking show in a cop car.
In 1967, Morrison was famously arrested on stage and charged with obscenity and inciting a riot in New Haven, Connecticut. As he was carried away, the crowd actually began to riot, cementing this event in rock history.
Shit was legendary through a TV out the window of the montage.
Montage is a chain of luxury hotels, and tossing televisions over balconies was a thing rock stars did in the early 70s. There is some confusion over who started the trend, but in an unreleased 1972 tour documentary of the Rolling Stones American tour, we see guitarist Keith Richards and saxophonist Bobby Keys doing this reckless act.
Dude, your girlfriend is a groupie, she just tryna get in, saying I'm with the band.
This line invokes the title of the famous book, I'm With the Band, Confessions of a Groupie by Pamela DeBar. DeBar's novel chronicles her drug-fueled sexual exploits with 60s and 70s rockers like Mick Jagger, Jimmy Page, and Keith Moon. However, one of the biggest ironies of Post Malone's song is that today's rock stars barely play instruments. They rap.
Rap the new rock and roll. We culture. Rap is the new rock and roll. We the rock stars.
This was cemented in 1986 when Run DMC joined Aerosmith under hit Walk This Way. This year, hip-hop surpassed rock as the most popular genre of music in America. In a 2007 interview, Kiss's Gene Simmons explained why rappers are the new rock stars.
Rappers are the new rock stars who feel great, comfortable, unapologetic, and flip you off when you see, you like my house? They throw money on the screen. They're rock stars.
When the Shop Boys released Party Like a Rockstar in 2007, it was seen as a meme. Then, nearly a decade later, Ray Shremmerd released Black Beatles, with the music video featuring them doing exactly that. Partying like rock stars.
Black Beetle club closed when I say so. That girl is a real crowd, please. Small world, all her friends know of me.
Hip-hop shows are wilder than ever, featuring mosh pits, grandiose production, and epic stage dives. Almost like the rock shows of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Travis Scott was even arrested in Arkansas after telling fans to rush the stage. He was later booked for, quote, inciting a riot. A little like Jim Morrison 50 years prior. And the rock stars of the 60s loved their hard drugs, just like today's rappers.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet. Percocet pill on me. I saw my neck, baby, chill with me.
And I'm sipping on that codeine, not brandy.
The style of rappers changed as well. Gone are the baggy clothes of the early 2000s in place of slim jeans, leather jackets, and the Iron Maiden t-shirt aesthetic of 2017. Post Malone's Rockstar certainly isn't the first song to embrace the bawdy lifestyle, but it is definitely a sign of how today's rappers see themselves, as rock stars. I'm Jacques Morel with Genius News, bringing you the meaning and the knowledge behind the music. Peace.